Hello, this is Tom. Following on from the previous introduction, this video is to demonstrate how I apply all of the vol areas and the momentum lines, and also use the pressure candles within the matrix and apply them to real-time market scenarios every day. These are examples from this morning, Monday the 17th of June 2024. This video is for demonstration purposes only, to show how I apply these tools in analysis. I don't mind doing the odd historical example in the future on request from time to time, but from next week and in the future I will be doing much shorter term videos, but unlike this one, they will be before the move takes place. So when the vol or the momentum and the pressure candles come in, I'll simply be giving out the exact areas and locations and be saying something like, watch this space. Then sometime later we can look at exactly the same chart with the same levels and just see what happened. In any event, I hope that by the end of this video you'll have a very clear understanding of what the vol and the momentum and the pressure candles represent to us and how we use and apply them. The most important aspect of the method that we use to generate our entire framework and process is that no matter whether we're looking at anything in the macro tab or anything in the FX tab or anything indeed in crypto, the process is identical. And the first part of it is, if I go to alerts, and you can see I've ticked here all of the markets that I'm interested in and hit the subscribe button. And what this will do is it will tell the system to send an auto-generated email to the email address that's registered with the Vol Vision Matrix to alert precisely when the vol signal came in. So if we look at the macro tab, you can see this morning the most relevant signal that we've had on the indices is the FTSE this morning at 7 AM. So as it states here in the system, all of the timestamps in the matrix are based on the opening time of the particular candle or bar. So if I go to my email and I can see that I received an alert on the FTSE, if you look to the right, it says 7:30 AM. If I open it out, I'll highlight it, and you can see I received that at 7:30 AM. So that then tells me my range. So this is at 7 AM, the start, the open, if you like, of that particular bar, and this was the close. So I know immediately that the range, the time period I'm interested in, is that between 7 AM and 7:30 AM on the FTSE, and all I want to know is what the high and the low of that range was. So if I go to my FTSE chart and you can see that I've already got these lines on here, but this is a demonstration video, so I'll take these off and do this from scratch. So we know this is a half-hour period, so I'll use the 30-minute chart. And I'm interested only in the candle that opened at 7 AM and closed at 7:30, which is this one. So if I put that's black, so I'll change that to red. This is a vol area, so it's important to me at the bottom of the range, and I want another line at the top of the range. So now I have made my vol area based on the data in the matrix and what time I received the email alert. So as per the initial introductory video, this is the large part of our framework. Below the red vol lines we're looking to sell short only, above it we're looking to buy long only, and what we're then doing is stalking the momentum signals as to clues. If we haven't already got into here, my preference is to instigate short positions below these lines, take action below these vol lines. So if we go to the right on the log and look for the FTSE signal, and I know that the first one that was received this morning was this one at 10:17. Now it is sometimes the case that when the vol comes in, there's already a fairly recent momentum area that you can use in conjunction with that, or the momentum signal comes in very soon after the vol signal, and the lines are very similar, which really helps. We like those a lot because it makes entries much more straightforward. But sometimes, like this morning, you have to wait quite a while to get the first signal. So in any event, when this comes in, I need to now create my momentum area. So all I'm interested in is this time, 10:17, and a few minutes before and a few minutes after, and that is it. That is all we do for momentum. So if I go back to the FTSE chart, we've already got our vol area, but as I've said, it's on a much shorter time period, so I'm going to use a short-term chart. You could use the 3-minute, 2-minute. I'll use the 1 minute to make it visually quite sharp. So 10:17 is here. That's 10:17. So for the momentum area, I want a couple of minutes before. That's 10:17. So 3 or 4 minutes before. Let's say it's there. Doesn't need to be in red. Firstly, it's not as important as vol, and secondly, I wish to distinguish between the two. And then a couple of bars after 10:17 is here. So now I've created my momentum area. So if I'm not already short here, which is, as I've stated, my preference, let's say I'm not even at the desk and I've had some appointments, I'm looking to instigate shorts below this line in conjunction with the vol area, with one caveat. If you look into the matrix, you'll see positive, negative for pressure. In the absence of these, in the absence of anything here on these indices of positive or negative, it is as per the first video, it's binary. I'm always looking to sell short only below the vol lines. The exception to the rule is that, as I said, I'm stalking. So I've got this one at 10:17, which we've done, and let's say I've instigated shorts just below there, which is fine. I'm continuing to stalk the system and look for further signals. And if I scroll up a little bit further up, I can see here FTSE again 11:26, and all I'm doing then on the FTSE is the exact same process. The process on the momentum is identical every single time. So if I find 11:26, that is here. So again, if I'm at 11:26, a few minutes before, well, that was the low. A few minutes afterwards, well, that's 11:30, 11:31. So it is binary with vol and momentum only, except when I see this: DAX, Dow, S&P. See that timestamp? 11:25. Exact same time on the Dow, 11:25, and S&P 11:30, all coming in saying this pressure could be up. And equally, at 11:26, we've got the momentum signal on the FTSE. That is the only time I'm looking for a counter trend move. So not only am I getting out of shorts, I will take these on a very short-term basis. The faster the market, the more volatile the market, the better, the quicker the move generally we see seems to be. And of course, targets are, we already had these back in place from back here. And as you can see what the market's done. What level was that? 27 up to 43. If you took the high there, 47. So, I mean, there were 20 ticks available on the FTSE, which is reasonable. It's not an index that moves a huge amount. But that is the process for vol in conjunction with momentum. And then secondly, if the market's moved quite a bit and the pressure candles start coming in, we're looking at momentum in conjunction with the pressure candles for extremely, well, short-term, not extreme, but short-term positions that sometimes can turn into bigger winners, but they're really what we look for as short-term entries and exits. If you have any questions regarding any of this, there is a built-in Discord channel within the matrix. Feel free to post comments or ask questions. If, like me, you're slightly unsure about social media or just would prefer a more private conversation, you can email in to the address is volvisionmatrix@gmail.com. It will go to me directly, and I will respond to any questions or queries, time allowing, in due course. Thank you.